Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead Prepping and Survival. Look at these little pigs. I know, they're chickens, baby chicks. These things, the youngest ones out here, they are bigger than the little mama that raised them, which was a baby herself. She wasn't but 3 or 4 weeks old when she started mothering these that were a few days old. And anyway, I'm still only getting 2 eggs a day from the teenager adults there in the first pen. I'm hoping for 3. There's 3 hens, so I keep waiting. The adults, I've been getting anywhere from 2 to 5. There's 5 hens, so. But they somehow knocked the bottom off their feeder, so they had food all over the ground today. And I just went ahead and filled all 3 of them up. But these baby chicks here, these blue Orpingtons and whatever rain dot or something, whatever they are, black and gray ones. Those things, they are going through over half a feeder a day. Like, I just filled it up. It's literally at the rim from where it folds under on the top there. So it's less than an inch from the top of the feeder. It's 10-pound feeder. And these things are going through a little over half of it in a day. So they're going through 5+ pounds a day. I can get 2 days out of it if I fill it up, but when I get out there, it's at the very bottom. There's just very little left in it. Maybe a quarter of a pound, half a pound. So these things are pigs. And I dumped it out today because it had feathers and stuff in it on the ground. And they will clean up that off the ground, every drop of it. I haven't seen any of these chickens leave any of it on the ground. So hopefully I can get, since it's late this evening, hopefully I can get the next 2 days out of it before I have to fill it up again. But chicken feed, I went ahead and bought 2 more bags today while I was on lunch break at work, and brought them home to fill my can up that I've been feeding out of. So all the cans are full. I could not have gotten another quarter bag or less in that big can that I use primarily. So I've still got the first can, it's rabbit feed. The second can is starter crumbles for baby chicks. The third can there is layer pellets, and then the 4th plastic one is also layer pellets. So all of them are full. So I'm going through about a bag a week. So 2 weeks ago I bought 4 or 5 bags, I can't remember. I had video on it, I think it was 4, and filled everything up. So today I brought 2 bags home, and I'm like 3 inches from the top of that big can, or it won't hold 3 or 4 inches. It won't hold no more than a quarter of a bag. But anyway, I backed the truck down here because I had it on the back to unload the feed and put it where it goes. I've already fed the cats. I cleaned his waterer yesterday and filled it up, and he's still full of water. His feeder is still about half, maybe a little under half. I've got enough in the house to fill his feeder up, but I usually wait, because that's my sign when I put that last half feeder in there to go buy more. So if I get a chance to go shopping this weekend, I'll buy more cat food and dog food, because I need some things for the house, but I don't know if I'll get time to go. So I told y'all in the other video, I'm hoping tomorrow that me and Buddy from work is going to get my brother's tractor and bring it out here in the auger, and going to start drilling holes or digging holes for these telephone poles so I can get started on the water tower. Now for me, the most important thing is get the poles up. I can buy the lumber 1 piece at a time if I have to, because it's very expensive. 4x6s and stuff are not cheap, and I'm going to need quite a few of them, because I want this thing strong enough to hold up a couple semis with those 275-gallon IBC totes that I've got completely full of water. When they're full, that's about 5,500 pounds of weight of water, plus the containers, which is probably 40 or 50 at the most. So you're looking at, you know, on top of these poles, having the weight of 3 small cars or 2 full-size trucks or cars up there. So that's a lot. So it's going to be a telephone pole on each corner, and then one in the middle, and I'm going to cross brace it with 4x6s all the, across the middle, and that way it rests on top of that middle pole. And then the outside I'm going to notch into the telephone pole and all the way around the perimeter with 4x6. So this thing will hold up anything I put on it. I'm planning on leaving the poles, if they're long enough, to as high as possible, so I can, I want this thing closed in. I want to build walls around it with a roof on it and so on, so I can keep the water warm if necessary, if we get some severe temps, which is rare, but we do. Look at him. There's a cedar tree limb broke off that tree. I'm wondering if the people finally cutting the weeds on the side of the dirt road cut that today or knocked it down, because I don't know how in the world he would have, but it could have been, I don't know, maybe the strong wind we've been getting. It's nice and calm right now. But either way, so I'm going to, off to this side of the pump house, I'm going to build a rectangle water tower to hold both of those containers, with room for me to work around the sides and the front of it, so I can plumb it all together and gravity feed water down and tie it into my main water line. And I'll turn the cutoff valve off at the well, so all I've got is gravity fed water throughout the whole property. I'm hoping I can go 3 to 4 weeks off of both of those tanks being full, because it's just me, but I do have company quite often, kids and grandkids and so on. And I've got animals that need water, and so I don't know. But I'm guessing I don't use nowhere near that much water a week, but I may be surprised, and y'all will learn about it when I do. Excuse me. But I let them out yesterday right before dark for about 30 minutes. Locked the adults up. And they like to run and scratch and peck, but after they've been out 30, 45 minutes, if I walk away, you can watch them. A lot of them will just sit down and kind of do nothing, because, they're in a pen all day with board, and they don't do a whole lot except eat, sleep, and sit. Anyway, just thought I'd do a quick video for y'all. I am always doing something prepping related, and I'm gonna be honest with how much I'm spending on feed. I'm looking forward to butchering some of these chickens. Now, my adults have not been very successful at hatching their own chickens, their own eggs. So it could be that they're in there with the other hens, and I need to give them a place of their own when they're setting. I don't know. I've never tried that. But they've never been good at hatching their own babies. So I may try that next time. But there's 18 of these, and they're about adult size now in this last pen. So I'm thinking when I butcher these older chickens, I may just split this herd up with a couple of roosters, and since there's 14 hens, do 7 hens with 2 roosters, and then do 7 hens with 2 roosters in there, and leave the 3 hens with this rooster over here. But I want to change the rooster up. I don't want him breeding with his sisters, Now, I say sisters because they got the same daddy. So I want to mix that gene pool up. So I may take these blue Orpingtons, which looks like the 4 roosters I've got are blue Orpingtons. I don't know that I've got any of these Wyandottes that are roosters. I might, I just don't know yet. But either way, I'm probably going to stick with those roosters and butcher all of mine, for the simple fact that I want a new bloodline introduced. And I doubt all these came from the same mother. As a chicken typically produces an egg a day, there's no way one hen produced all these and hatched those eggs, or even if they incubated them. But they could have, you know, the same father. You just don't know where they come from when you buy them from a place like Tractor Supply, like my son did these. But the odds are the gene pool is mixed. So I'm thinking butcher that rooster and the 5 hens and rooster in this pen when I do the butchering, and then keep 3 of these roosters, 1 in each pen, and separate out the chickens fairly evenly across there. And when they get, you know, ready to butcher more or whatever, when I butcher one pen, then I'll just have one for biddies to put in. So I don't know. I like to keep 3 sets growing at all times, but these have grown tremendously compared to the other chickens that I've raised organically. As I say, I know I buy feed, but what I buy, you know, I don't buy that name brand stuff with all the crap in it. So what I buy is local Georgia. Comes from, I think, Bainbridge, but either way, I don't believe it's got all that mess in it. So let me get off here. I'm just kind of rambling now, but guys, I do appreciate y'all. I don't know how. God works in mysterious ways, and it says that He has plans for you to prosper you and not hurt you. And He is helping me grow this channel by you guys subscribing, and I thank y'all very much for that. We were in the upper 180s for the last day or so, day or two, and all of a sudden today I logged on a break at work, and I was at like 193. And of course, by the time you see this video, I may be, you know, upper 190s or over 200. I don't ever know. But I thank y'all very much for subscribing to the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank y'all. Y'all have a great day. Look at that rooster. He's acting like he's a rooster to that hen in through the fence. So anywho, I'm pretty sure those 4 are roosters and the rest are hens, but we shall see. But y'all, if you can, please share the video. Hit the thumbs up. It really, really means a lot. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm to grow the channel more. YouTube suggests the video when people hit the thumbs up to more people that watch the same type of videos. And I know there's a lot of homestead farming, you know, channels out there, but everything you see me do is legitimate, and I don't doctor it up and try to make it all pretty. If I make a mistake, you see the mistake, and we talk about it. So thank y'all very much. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got suggestions on videos that you want to see or content that you want me to try to make, I will be more than glad to do so. Just send me an email or comment down there what you want, and, you know, I respond to everything I can. So thank y'all very much. Remember the 2 things I always tell y'all. Jesus loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared. I know y'all have heard of Meals on Wheels. Look at this. Food on chicken sticks. They're going to be good one day.